So what's really, really cool about this is you can come into the gym completely cold. So I'm gonna watch the timer. I'm actually gonna do a 5-minute set right now with you. So notice the treadmill's off. You can start completely cold. You just put your butt against the handles. This doesn't work on every single treadmill. It seems to work on at least 90% of treadmills though. Some are like so fancy it won't let you move, or some are so low grade that there's no resistance. So if you look here, there's some resistance there to moving it. So just walk for 5 minutes. Now you'll notice that to move it, you have to get stronger with your knees over your toes. So this is just a really gentle form of knees over toes. Backward walking alone has been proven to be an effective screening process for falling in elderly, meaning that's getting us stronger in the very position to protect ourselves. Now, that's been tested in elderly. We also know from tests on kids, they had 2 groups. One did forward sprints, one did backward sprints. The backwards group got faster at the end at running forwards than the forwards group. And actually for every 1 inch of vertical jump the forwards group gained, the backwards group gained 4 inches. There's never been a 40-inch vertical jump in NFL combine history that didn't have knees over toes. So it's no surprise that it just shows that there's a missing link for these kids in not training backwards. Now, I've been going about 1:20, so you could definitely just walk it out. Keep in mind, I've done over 100 miles of this. So if you do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I've just been doing my 3 sessions a week for like years now. If you do your 5 minutes Monday, Wednesday, Friday over a 2 to 4 year period, you're basically gonna rack up those 100 miles. It's not like you actually have to measure the 100 miles, but the idea is that you're spending 100 miles asking the universe to be stronger with your knees over your toes, stronger backwards. But within that, there's a huge difference, okay? Walking it out is awesome. The more intense your sports demands, the more you can push it. So this thing has like an internal resistance that no matter how hard I push, it keeps staying hard to move. Now, we're still doing this for ourselves. We're not doing it for some ego contest. So in my mind, maybe I could cheat and be like that and not really, like in my mind, I'm reaching behind me a little bit each step. Now, if you reach too far, it almost won't move, but you see the point. I'm actually staying in tune with things. The common issue will be having one side weaker than the other or more painful than the other. Don't shy away from that side. Go at the level that side can handle. Try to pump. So let's say if it was the left side. So I feel these equally now, but it's not uncommon at first that your good side is the only one burning. That's okay, that's normal. But this gives you a chance to think about the weaker side. Just keep up with consistency, and I promise you'll end up feeling both sides. So let's see, I've been going here for a few minutes now. So we're not trying to overcomplicate it. We're trying to put in those 5 minutes. I can gradually feel that pump down, getting into those lower quads. That VMO, the lowest, closest quad to your knees, it's the most fast twitch. That's kind of like our secret. It's not like we want weak quads, but of the quads, that's like our secret one for athleticism and knee bulletproofing. It's the first one that contracts when your knee is under load. And as I said, it's the most fast twitch of your quads. So this is really nice because I can feel that burn coming in. What was my warm up? I don't have to spend any time foam rolling. I don't have to spend, this is it. I get to start completely cold, do this for 5 minutes and get into my session. Now, I just start feeling it. I have a tendency on every exercise to just want to push my body, right? Now here's the interesting thing. With certain exercises, it's like if you push too far, right? You can hurt yourself or you could do more harm than good. Not here. The harder I push, the more of a mental savage that I am. And you'll feel it if you really do this. I mean, like, I've put in person literally hundreds of people through ROKP and gotten them what they said was the most intense VMO burn of their entire life in a single session. So the harder I work, and I mean that burn has built up. If like my VMOs are like, feel like they're about to pop. This thing, no matter how hard I keep pushing it, it stays with that internal resistance. Let's see where we're at. It's almost 5. No,
Now, so the harder, it's like they're about to cramp. So the harder I work, the more bulletproof my knee gets. You see what I'm saying? The harder I try to kill myself, the more I make it so that I can't kill my knees. That's why it's the gift that keeps on giving. Get in your 100 miles. You'll never be the same. And guess what I get to do now? I get to pop right into my workouts. Whew. I've already got that blood flow, so now I can get so much safer and better results out of my workouts themselves. Try it, let me know how it goes, and then consider adding more of these ATG movements to bulletproof your body.